Welcome back, everybody. This is part 2 of What If DC Had Its Own Marvel Rivals. Last time we built a full 10 roster of heroes and villains with their own unique abilities, playstyles, and even some skins. And now we're diving even deeper with more insane ability kits, ultimates, and passive that would make any DC fan fall in love. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Coming up first, we got Booster Gold, with his passive ability being called Future Tech Support. Skeets automatically targets nearby enemies with micro blasters, dealing chip damage and highlighting them for boosters' attacks. So it would give a plus 10% bonus damage. For his first ability, we have Energy Blaster. Fires a burst from his wrist cannon, dealing medium damage. For another ability, we got Skeet Scan. Send Skeets forward to reveal enemies through walls for a few seconds. So almost like Daredevil's passive where he can see people through walls, but this time Booster Gold uses Skeets to scan and view enemies through walls. For another ability, we have Booster Dash. Short range jet boost in any direction, grants temporary damage reduction. For another ability, we got Chrono Rewind. Rewind boosters position and restores a portion of health. So again, almost like Star-Lord's ability with Rocket, but this time it's just his regular ability. And of course, for his ultimate, we have Temporal Overdrive. Skeets activates full AI control, slowing all enemies nearby, while Booster gains unlimited blaster ammo and double speed for 10 seconds. So a big AoE where Skeets just takes over and Booster Gold just becomes pretty much unstoppable. And of course, Booster Gold as a duelist, let me know what y'all think. I think you'd be super dope, but that's just number one. Let's get on to the next one. Mr. Miracle as a strategist. For his passive ability, we got Master Escape Artist. Automatically breaks out of one crowd control effect every 20 seconds. For his first ability, we got Mother Box Blink. Short teleport in any direction and it recharges quickly. Another ability we have Grapple Gauntlet. Pulls enemies towards him or escapes to walls. So this would be good for escaping to a wall to quickly heal a teammate or things like that. Another ability, we have Hollow Decoy. Deploys a decoy that confuses enemy and explodes on destruction. Now this could also be a healing bot, so he can kind of put it there and it has an AoE effect and it heals any allies standing in that place. Another ability we have Trap Field. Places small graviton traps that root enemies briefly. So again, I think this could also heal teammates. So he can put it down, it can slow down enemies, but also heals allies. So you can just place them across the field and boom, healing allies, slowing down enemies. It'd be perfect. And for his ultimate, we have Freedom Beyond. Activates his Mother Box to phase through attacks and move at a high speed, allowing teammates to reposition or escape. And I believe this will also be able to heal teammates over time, so anytime he grabs a teammate to reposition them or help them escape, it also gradually heals them during that time as well. Let me know what you guys think of Mr. Miracle as a strategist. Alright, next up we have Lex Luthor as, of course, a Vanguard in his mech suit. For his passive ability, we got Genius of Tomorrow. Every time Lex assists or defeats an enemy, his suit gains adaptive armor, plus 5% defense, stacking up to 3 times. For his first ability, we got Power Gauntlet Slam. Heavy ground slam that knocks enemies upward. So again, kind of like the Thing's ability, but this time for Lex Luthor. Next ability, we got Missile Barrage. Launches guided mini missiles at multiple enemies. Another ability, we got Energy Shield. Deploys a frontal barrier that absorbs incoming projectiles. So a really good shield Vanguard, which could be added to the roster, which would be pretty fun to use, especially since it's Lex Luthor. For another ability, we have EMP Burst. Disables nearby enemy shields and silences abilities briefly. For another ability, we have Jet Charge. Lex rockets forward, ramming enemies and breaking obstacles. And for his ultimate ability, we have Dominion Protocol. Lex's armor overclocks, gaining massive armor, energy beams from his chest, and a taunting aura that draws fire for 12 seconds. So Lex Luthor as a Vanguard would be super overpowered. He'd be super fun to use on the battlefield. And of course, in my previous DC Rivals video, Superman was a Vanguard, so it just makes sense Lex Luthor is a Vanguard as well. Let me know what you guys think about Lex Luthor as a Vanguard. Next up, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the Joker, as a duelist. For his passive ability, we have Laughing Gas. Enemies within close range gradually lose accuracy, so it's almost like a confusion effect. For his first ability, we have Bang. Fires a trick pistol shot that may explode or stun. So I think this would be pretty cool because rather it explodes and does damage, or it stuns the enemy, so you never know. For another ability, we have Explosive Card Toss. Throws a card that sticks to surfaces and explodes after delay. Again, this is really cool. Throwing them against the wall. If a strategist, retreats to the back line to try to heal or something like that, like place them near different health packs, and then boom, they explode before they get to the health pack. I think that would be pretty fun. Another ability, we have Haha Mine. Deploys a proximity mine that plays laughter before detonating. Another ability, we have Crowbar Combo. Melee strikes that deal increased damage to disoriented enemies. So this could be like a quick combo with the Bang ability. So stun the enemy, then boom, Crowbar Combo, and get that nice little 1-2 in there. And then for his ultimate ability, we have Carnival of Chaos. Joker floods the area with gas, smoke, and firecrackers, causing random debuffs and forcing enemies to hallucinate. So I think this would be really cool, like having visual distortion of random movements, inputs, seeing doubles of yourself or seeing people that don't even exist. I think that would be a really cool ability. Next up, we have another Vanguard. We have Killer Croc. With his passive ability, Cold-Blooded, Croc regenerates health slowly while in water or after not taking damage for 5 seconds. So in a water map, like let's say the Gotham sewers, I think this would be a really cool ability. For his first ability, we have Savage Swipe. Wide claw attack hitting multiple foes, which I think should also have like an anti-heal effect as well for a couple seconds, like maybe 2 seconds. I think that'd be really cool as well. For another ability, we have Lunge Bite. Leaps forward and bites, healing for a portion of the damage. And for another ability, we have Scale Up. Temporarily hardens his skin, reducing all incoming damage. And for his ultimate ability, we have Primal Rage. Croc goes berserk, gaining massive health regen and increased melee attack speed for 10 seconds. And I also think he should just turn into the absolute Killer Croc. Just turn absolutely massive and raging. I think that would be really freaking cool as well. I'm sorry if anyone hasn't read Absolute Batman. Next up, we have the King of the Seven Seas. We have Aquaman as a Vanguard. For his passive ability, King of the Seven Seas, standing outside of combat grants bonus defense and ability cooldown reduction. For his first ability, we have Trident Strike. Heavy thrust that knocks enemies back. For another ability, we have Water Wall. Summons a wave that blocks projectiles for a few seconds. For another ability, we have Summon Tide. Sends a controlled wave forward, pushing enemies and dealing damage. And for his ultimate ability, we have Wrath of the Depths. Calls upon sea creatures, so sharks, squids, giant squids, all that, to strike the battlefield in a wide AoE storm. I think this would be super badass. Just seeing a bunch of almost like Sharknado and giant squids all flying. So a mix of like Jeff and Storm's ult team up and also Namor's ult combined together. I think that would be super badass. But I think Aquaman as a Vanguard is just a must-have. Next up, we have Captain Atom as a duelist. Now, Captain Atom is honestly one of my favorite DC characters of all time, so I think he would be super cool in this game. So this is just me being biased, but for his passive ability, we have Quantum Feedback. Taking damage charges an energy meter that boosts his next ability's power. For his first ability, we have Atomic Blast. Fires a concentrated energy beam forward. For another ability, we have Energy Surge. Short range teleport that damages at start and endpoints. For another ability, we have Radiant Pulse. Expels a pulse that damages and weakens nearby enemies. For another ability, we have Containment Field. Creates an energy dome that blocks enemy projectiles but slows movement inside. And for his ultimate ability, we have Nuclear Detonation. Releases all stored energy in a massive explosion. Atom temporarily vanishes, then reforms with full shields. So I kind of wanted to make Captain Atom a little bit OP because, again, he's one of my favorite characters of all time, and he's badass. He's literally made of nuclear energy, and I just think he would be super cool with his chrome skin and everything like that. Like, Captain Atom is a must-have if DC releases a Marvel Rivals DC version. But let's stop glazing him. Let's move on to the next. Next up, we have another super underrated character. We have Red Tornado as a duelist. Now, I was mixed between a duelist. Honestly, any of the roles would fit for Red Tornado, but I went with a duelist. For his passive, we have Arrow Core. Movement speed increases with each ability used, stacks up to 3 times. For his first ability, we have Cyclone Fist. Rapid melee damage, combo dealing wind damage. For another ability, we have Gust Dash. Quick burst of wind that knocks enemies aside. For another ability, we have Tornado Lift. Launches enemies upward in a mini cyclone. For another ability, we have Wind Barrier. Surrounds self in wind, deflecting any projectiles coming his way. And for his ultimate ability, we have Tempest Form. Becomes a living tornado, sucking enemies inward and dealing sustained AoE damage for 8 seconds. So again, probably mostly going to be like Storm's ult, but he is literally a red tornado. He's going to summon a huge tornado, and it's going to be badass. So just imagine a huge red tornado going through the battlefield. I mean, come on, what else do you need from the GOAT? And now, last but certainly not least, we have Deadshot as a duelist, of course, with his passive ability being Bullseye. Every headshot reduces ability cooldown slightly. For his first ability, we have Risk Cannon Burst. Fires 3 high-powered precision shots that damages enemies. For another ability, you have Ricochet Shot. Bullets that bounce off walls to hit hidden targets. So again, if there's a strategist hiding or something like that in a small little corner, he's able to shoot the projectile at the wall. It ricochets and hits the strategist or whatever. I think that would just be a really cool ability, and obviously it's in Injustice. It's just needed. Another ability has Smoke Drone. Deploys a drone that releases smoke for cover. So if he's low health, just shoots the ground, smoke comes out, and he's able to reposition to a higher spot and get out of there quickly. I think that would be really good. For another ability, we have Explosive Round. Charge shot that deals splash damage. For another ability, we have Grapple Hook. Quickly reposition to higher ground. So again, using that smoke drone and then using the Grapple Hook to get out of positions really quickly. He'd be a very in and out character, almost like Spider-Man, and I think he'd be really fun to use. And for his ultimate ability, we have Dead to Rights. Activates Deadshot's targeting visor, locking onto all visible enemies and firing auto-aimed critical shots one by one. So almost like Punisher's and Soldier 76's ultimate abilities, but Deadshot would, I mean, he's the man that never misses, right? Supposedly. So in his ult, it should be where he cannot miss and just headshot, headshot, headshot. Yes, it would be pretty overpowered, but if the bullets come out like decently slow, I think it would be pretty balanced. Well, there you had it. It was supposed to be 10 characters, but I had one character that I wasn't really happy with, so I decided to let it go. But I promise y'all, next video, if you guys enjoyed this, DC Rivals Part 3 will come out, and I promise I will do 10 characters. But let me know down below, what was your favorite character concept in this video? I would love to hear it. My personal favorite is, of course, Captain Atom, or honestly, Deadshot would be pretty cool as well. But let me know in the comments down below, and of course, if you love Marvel Rivals, if you love DC Rivals, Star Wars Rivals, or any other concepts, please like, please subscribe, please share with y'all friends, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.